Alrighty guys, the KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS is here. We're going to take a look at it, see how cool it looks. I reckon it's going to look pretty dope. I'm kind of terrified to turn around though. We're going to look at the size of its damn shadow. Alright, here we go. Rex and Spino Hybrid, how do you look? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with a brand new Hybrids episode for you all today. And guys, as you can see, I had to dispose of some bio oil. Our sol terminals are absolutely chock-a-block. This one is anyway. Look at how much paste we have. Woo, baby, that's a lot of paste. So our Rexes have been breeding. We've got about 10 Rex eggs, and then we've got about 6 Canis infernums. Today, guys, though, we are just a little bit shy of making the newest hybrid that we are after. So if you guys remember correctly, we are after the KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS. Now, the only thing we need for that is some Spino DNA. So we're going to go out, we're going to see if we can hunt down some Spinos, see if we can get our hands on some juicy Spino sales, and we're going to make ourselves a KAISERSPINOTYRANNUSaurus. I don't know what it was called, I don't remember. We're going to make that. So I've got my Canis infernums with me. We're going to take our PT, even though it's not a hybrid, and we're going to head out and we're going to see if we can track down some Spinos so that we can get their sales. First stop is going to be the swamp, and then I'll come back and check all the rivers and waterways around here. Firstly, though, I want to check the cave out because I'm hoping that we can find a possible chainsaw blueprint in here. We got a bow, hide gloves. That's not even worth taking. Hyenodon meat pack and an ascendant bow. And over here, we've got Doedicurus saddle and a BP for and hide pants ascendant. We're going to leave that. I'm just going to leave. I'll come back later and drop those out. They're not even worth... They're not even worth getting. So I'm really excited. I really want to try and get my hands on the KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS. The base is looking absolutely dismal on the outside. Inside looks good. Outside, not so much. We're going to finish that as well. I'm also going to keep an eye out to see if I can find any escaped hybrids. The ones that drop a bunch of DNA and stuff like that. And see if we can get some of those going. Let's take a look at this red drop just here. Does it come down? What do you got for me? Capro and an assault rifle. Honestly, I'll come back for that Capro saddle because some of the hybrids might actually use that saddle. So, yeah, we're going to head out to the swamp biome. We're going to see if we can get some Spino sales. I think we need 10 Spino sales. I think it was 120, 170 Spino DNA. So we do need quite a few of them. And speaking of, we've got a Spino right there. We've got a Deinosuchus right there. Let's go ahead and kill this Spino. Alrighty guys, and we found a new modded creature as well that we added into the server. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's just a woolly bracky. I had this in since we had the launch of the server, but this is the first time I've actually seen it. So it's the Draco Africanus. So I'm pretty sure it's going for like a Drogon look from Game of Thrones. So it says he is tameable, although he's having troubles trying to hit the mammoth. Have I got darts on me? I've got 1 dart in 24 hours. I don't think we have enough to deal 15k torpor to him, but we could possibly come back and keep an eye out for more of them. They look pretty cool. I'd like to see what they can do and stuff, but let's focus on getting the Spino sales for now. Alrighty guys, I am making up the last of the saddles, so this should be enough to get us over the edge for the DNA to make our first KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS. I'm very excited. Now, getting these Spino saddles was a pain in the ass, so I'm thinking there's got to be a better way that we can go about doing it. And I think I've seen where you can actually knock the trophy dinos out and they drop them and then you just let them wake up and they produce them again. I don't know. We'll have to try and mess with that because getting another one of these KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work. Like, it takes a lot of DNA, both Rex and Spino DNA. The good thing about the Rexes is that they drop 2 of them and they're more commonly found, but the Spino, oh man. All right, here we go. I'm super keen. Let's get the KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS. Our first tier 1 hybrid, sorry, type 1 hybrid is coming right up. He's going to take a little bit to craft. That's fine. I want to take a look. I need to make a shit ton more DNA. Like, we just need to go farming, which is what I'm going to do with this guy. We're just going to go on a murder rampage to level him up and to get a bunch of resources for ourselves. We've got the Baryonyx Cross Reaper. Now, I kind of want to make that. The only concern I have is I believe we need to make it in the 3D printer. And we need 1,000 polymer for that. That is a lot of polymer. And I don't know how much it grants us. Maybe I'll make one of these and see how much that gives us. Can I make one of these? No. I did go out and farm a bunch of organic polymer off some Kairugus. I kind of want to see how much DNA we get off crafting one of these because we don't have the Reaper glands. So, and on Fjorda, I don't believe they spawn. So that's going to be the only way we can go about getting that. I also want to make a really strong flyer as well. Argentiva's DNA? I mean, we could go about making that as well. Quetzal and Tropheo. What else have we got? We got a Quetzal and Rock Golem. What the hell? And then the Quetzal and the Giga. This sounds like it might be a very strong hybrid. Kind of keen to see what that does. And then type A, I believe. Is type A higher than type 1? Wait, is it? I don't know. These DNA requirements look pretty low, though. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Capro cross Lamprey cross Arthroplura. Udi cross Menagma cross Snow Owl. I don't know. Maybe these are just different. They seem, I don't know. It feels like they're easier to make than the type 1s. Bronto and Kentro? Yeah, I don't know. They seem like they require quite a little bit less. Oh, this guy looks cool. DNA from 3 different herbivorous creatures has ability to hurl giant rocks several hundred meters and efficiently harvest wood. Theriegg, Theri DNA. I want to make this thing. His like silhouette looks dope. And then we've got omnivores. We've got a Daedon cross Mammoth cross Woolly Rhino, Odoferox and Trike, Odoferox and Trike Large. Oh, so you can make 2 different versions of it. Okay. All right, we're going to wait for this KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS to thingy. I've got a bunch of Rex eggs in here that we can hatch to give it a bunch of easy levels. But I really need to try and set up some more farming in terms of meat and stuff like that. So I think once we've got this KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS, it'll be a lot easier to do some farming and everything. And we're going to head out possibly... I wonder if I could use... I wish I could use Rex eggs as DNA. That would be cool because the babies don't drop any... They don't drop any arms when we kill them, which is unfortunate. So I'm also going to try and go ahead and get some polymer going so we can make the Baryonyx cross thingy one. And we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, guys. The KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS is here. We're going to take a look at it, see how cool it looks. I reckon it's going to look pretty dope. I'm kind of terrified to turn around, though. We're going to look at the size of its damn shadow. All right, here we go. Rex and Spino hybrid. How do you look? Oh, shit, he's following us. Oofed. Oofed. All right, this guy is massive. So he's got the Spino sail, the Spino tail, the Rex body, and kind of the Spino head. Kind of like the Spino build, yeah, but like Rex features with the little arms and stuff. I reckon he looks sick. He's got an alright color scheme too. I like the yellow on the sail. Alright, so let's take a look at his stats. Oofed. 15k health, 750 weight, 125 melee damage. That seems very, very strong. Now, my question is, what saddle is it going to use? So if we come in here and we go Kaiser. Okay, nothing for there. If we come inside of here, do I have a Rex saddle learned? I don't think it's made in there anyway. I think it's made in the smithy. Rex. Okay, I mustn't have it learned. Rex. I mean, surely it would be a Spino saddle, right? Judging by the Spino sail. What are we looking for? That one? Right, surely it would be a Spino saddle. Let's make both. We'll make both and see which one goes on it. Oh man, I'm so keen to get on this guy and see what he can do. We need a name for him. I mean, you know what? We're gonna go with the most basic name there is and change it to Sails. 100% sails. He looks like he sails a lot. All right, let's come back over here. Let's get our saddles out. Let's take a look at what this guy can do. Boom, boom. Figure out which saddle he likes wearing. It is a male as well, so... Okay, so Spino doesn't work. Rex it is. It's kind of clipping into his sail, but I guess that's okay. Oof, this guy is absolutely massive. All right, so let's take a look first. We got a bite attack. We've got a secondary attack of a roar. Kind of sounds like the Spino and Rex melded together, actually. C does nothing. X does nothing. Control, nothing. Okay, so spacebar does nothing. It looks like it's just got those two attacks, I guess. So I wonder if it also gets like a hydration buff like the Spino does. It doesn't pivot on the spot either like the Spino. Alright, let's go whack some things. Let's see how much damage this guy can do. 15k health. We got plenty of health. 257 damage. That isn't too bad, right? Stamina is a little bit lackluster. I kind of do wish we had access to more attacks. Because he kind of just feels like a sort of a glorified Rex. I don't know. We are chunking this Bronto though. Let's just finish it off. How much meat did we get? 18 meat. Not the best amount of meat. Oof. Okay. That's looking a lot better. 300. Oh, the stupid freaking Mega Neurus took our meat. Okay. Honestly, pretty impressive. I don't know if it's worth level. Honestly, because we're not going to breed. Because we're going to breed this. Sorry. I think we're not going to bother leveling any points into health. I think I'll honestly just put it all into stamina and melee damage. Just so we can deal that extra damage. And we can harvest stuff a lot better. I'm going to go 1200 stam. And then I'm going to put the rest into melee damage. Alright, let's go ahead. Do a little bit of a roar on the Bronto. Give him a taste of what's to come. I do like the design of him. He looks pretty cool. Alright, so we're hitting for 284 now. Once we get these guys imprinted, we get a few more levels into him. I reckon we could probably use these guys as boss dinos. I don't know, like, if there's anything better than these guys. Well, obviously there would be, because there's still the Type A's and the Type S's, right? So surely there would be better dinos in terms of like stats and damage and stuff like that. But I'm keen to see what this guy would do once we breed him up. It's just a matter of getting all that DNA again and just grinding for all those resources, unfortunately. Don't walk off the edge before I kill you. Please, don't do it. Ugh, let me get the harvest. So he gets about 380 raw meat from one harvest of a Bronto. Now, obviously, it pales in comparison to our chainsaw. But, like, that's still decent, right? So, there's a spot that I want to take this guy to. It's near where the Andrewsarchuses are, because I want to see just how much fish meat we can get and whether or not he gets the hydration buff. So, I'm going to bring you guys right back and we'll test sales out at the new location. Alrighty, guys. So, this is where I wanted to bring him. And the reason for that is because I thought there would be a runestone up here, and there is. Plus, there's a bunch of whatchamacallits down below us. Is this it here? KAISERSPINO? Yeah. There's a bunch of fish below us, so I figured we can get a bunch of fish meat and a bunch of levels here at the same time. Let's get the runestone. Is he too big to get the runestone? No, we got it. All right, sweet. So that's double XP. This should give us quite a few levels here anyway. There we go. And we're going to just drop it all into melee damage. And I want to see as well if we get the hydration buff. So let's spin around here. We're going to yeet ourselves off the cliff here. Straight down below. And you'll see all the fish and the sharks and everything right down there. That's where we're going. All the way down there. So I got to just... Oh my god. What are they aggroing on? Okay, let's keep going. Straight down into the water. Now I'm going to jump off here because I don't think we make that. Yeah, that was a good idea. All right, let's go. So do we get a hydrate? Ooh, we do get a hydration buff, and it looks like we're actually a little bit faster in the water. Do we get a hydration buff? Speed, health, regeneration, and damage are boosted. So we do get hydration buffs as well, which is great. But this is going to be a great source of fish meat, right? If I can kill these things. In terms of swimming, he's an alright swimmer. Are these things... They are kind of aggroing on us. Alright, we're getting in here. We're just going to start munching and everything. I don't think I got any of that fish meat. Which is annoying. Yeah, I think there's just too many Megalodons. They're just going to harvest everything from me. Oh no, we got a little bit there. Just because I need a bunch of fish meat to... Yeah, these guys are just all getting regened off it. So, all these guys here are mate boosted, so I don't know how much actual damage we'll be doing. Oof, 810 fish meat. Alright, now we're in business. Now we're getting stuff. He does have an oxygen meter as well. Which isn't a bad thing, but... You know, the more you know. We are getting butt tons of fish meat, which is great. Alright, let's just keep hitting all these guys. Free levels, free fish meat. We get the best of both worlds. I just want to make sure that we harvest them, that's all. I'm going to pump a bunch of levels in him in a second. Okay, we got 13 levels so far. Let's drop it all into melee damage. Health, we're doing okay. We're at 11k. We took a little bit of damage, but it should be alright. The Megalodons are just pains in the asses because they just deal so much damage in packs. And there's so many of them. This is a 150 here. I probably should have tamed this. It's got decent health, but nonetheless, it's fine. Where'd he go? He's not the greatest to control in water. It's a little bit difficult to sort of control him, but I guess it's also because we are super heavy at the moment. Bro, I pressed to go backwards and I float up to the surface. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Hope that 150 didn't just get healed to full. Alright, we need to come back out here and we need to spin around because this isn't working. Let's just come back over here. So he's a little bit hard to control. I think it's a little bit harder to control than the Spino, but I'm kind of a fan of this big dude. KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS. He's definitely probably our biggest hitter at the moment, I would say. I mean, we do have the Canis Infernums. They do hit harder, but that's because they've been bred and imprinted, obviously. And I think once we get this guy to that... Well, he's already hitting for 450 damage, which is pretty much just as much as the Canis Infernums hit for. So, I'm going to drop all this prime fish meat. And I'm going to try and take all of this home. I don't know if I can ferry it back on the Pteranodon, but we'll see how we go. Definitely can't get rid of all this meat, though. Have I got any other flies? No. Okay, we might actually take the... Plezzy back to base just because it's probably faster for us. Because this guy, this guy's encumbered. We ain't going anywhere. He is very encumbered. What can I drop? I don't know. All right, we're gonna get all this fish meat back to base, but so far I'm very happy with how this guy is going. I'm very happy with our KAISERSPINOTYRANNUS. He's gonna be a lot of fun, I reckon. We could honestly probably even do Baylor with him. If I can get a couple of them and start breeding them up, obviously, we could definitely use these guys as world boss fighters, I reckon. We just have to move faster than a snail. Alrighty, guys, we're just making a quick pit stop because, as you guys would have seen, we got all that. Well, we got all that fish meat. So what I'm going to do is we come out here. I'm going to kill this Megachelon. There's quite a few of them. I don't know whether or not it's worth killing all of them or just a couple of them because the shell fragments count as keratin, and these guys give a butt ton of keratin. So we're going to use our KaiserSpino and the Cryptopeltosaurus because that guy has a lot of weight, and we're just going to go ahead and hopefully get a bunch of shell fragments from this Megachelon. If the Megalodons could just piss off for a goddamn second. These bastards, I'll tell you what, they are freaking everywhere. And we're just going to murder this guy. Come on, dude, die. Die. How much do we get from harvesting? Oh. Okay, only 266. Maybe I'm better off using the Cryptopeltosaurus to harvest it, possibly. I don't know. I'm going to kill a couple more of these guys, and we'll see how we go. I might switch to my... oh my god, the Megs just keep coming. They just keep coming. So, it's not the worst way to get shell fragments. Like, we got 700 shell fragments, which is quite a lot in comparison to how much keratin we get for stuff. So I reckon it is worth killing the Megachelons for their shell fragments. I think we are better off using the KaiserSpino to do it though. These guys obviously have a lot of health, and this guy ain't the best at hitting them. But I mean, I want to try using the secondary attack with this guy on the Megachelons to see just how much we get. Because I feel like we'd probably get a little bit more using this guy's secondary attack because that's his harvesting one. If I can harvest it. Okay, I got like 2 hits in because of the mega freaking Megalodons. Alright, we're going to get back to base. This is going to be fun trying to ferry it all back up there with just our PT and 400 weight. Oh, there's more over here. Hold on, we might actually kill more of these Mega Chelons, I reckon, because I've pretty much leveled this guy in weight. Because he acts like a donkey, so he's got tons of weight. So I'm going to kill some more Mega Chelons, I reckon. And hopefully Megalodons don't interrupt. Alrighty guys, so we successfully transported all of that meat and shell fragments and everything else into our DNA refiners, and they are currently refining up a butt ton of DNA. So I think we've got about 200 stacks of the DNA, just common dinosaur DNA, because I'm pretty sure we need that for almost everything. So we're pretty much just going to have to go ahead and just keep farming up a lot of meat and stuff like that. And you can see here, even the exotic DNA, we need the common dinosaur DNA. So if we want more hybrids, that's what we're going to need to make. And we haven't even gotten into the rogue hybrids yet, which I believe are the final bosses, I think. So we're gonna see how these guys go, and they need a butt ton of DNA as well. So, and there's specific ones that we actually need to breed and get fertilized eggs for to actually enable us to fight those. But see this guy here, Titanoboa cross Compy cross Pigomastix. This guy only needs 166 common DNA and 144 excellent DNA. So I might actually take a look and see what we can make out of this Type A and see... Because Type A is stronger. Because Type 4 is the weakest. And then it must go 3, 2, 1, Type A, Type S, right? That's what I'm expecting. And then the ones that are in here. Because are the ones in here? Operations? Aren't the operation? I think the operations are the strongest. So, yeah. But nonetheless, guys, that is going to wrap up today's episode. We did manage to get sales, which I'm super happy about. I might try and raise up some of those Rexes that we got. And we might possibly take them to a boss fight, just to like a Baylor fight or the Fenrir twins. And we'll see how we go. But I'm super happy with Sales and how he's going. He's going to be a big beefy boy when we manage to get a female and breed them up. So nonetheless, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next one.